Wow. I was actually trying to make this a dramatic entrance and everything. So, hello everybody! What is going on? It is Kiba Shimaki here, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy III, where we actually take this from a better start than when I initially planned it, and hopefully we have a slightly easier time, because we are within Cyan's tormented mental state, and now we have nothing more to do but to help our dear friend, and hopefully get to the end without wasting too much of our abilities. You must be Wrexsoul. We want Cyan back. We heard of Wrexsoul prior. You're too late. His pain has reached critical mass. Nothing can stop his feelings of rage and despair. I grow stronger now with his anger, hatred, and guilt, and I hunger for you. Here we go. This painful, painful battle. I'm gonna possess your body. I'll only appear in this form again when you're about to expire. Yeah, this is gonna be a painful fight. All we can really do is kind of utilize our abilities as best as we can and set up stuff for our party. Really the best way that I can explain it is, God. Yeesh. The only best way I can really explain it is just by keeping yourselves at decent health and taking care of your allies as best as you can, because we are in for it in this case. No real point in attacking these enemies here, because we don't gain much from them. We want to preserve as much of our MP as possible for whenever Wrexsoul appears, because Wrexsoul, yes, of course, he will possess your allies. He'll make it harder for you to do anything against them. And boy, what we want to use is where is Break? Am I blind? There it is. We want to utilize Break on our allies as a chance of petrifying them so that we can get Wrexsoul to appear. Ah, no, wasn't you. Damn it. We can't really do much. We can only just try. We can't damage these enemies, they won't really do anything against them, so yeah, we're kind of just in a state of this does nothing. Click on you. Aha! There you are. So now Taro's alone, but at least you won't get hurt by magic too much. You guys are gonna use Reflect on yourselves, which is fine. I have Remedy. I can't use it on all of you. I'm gonna bring back Sabine just because he does more damage. Come on.
Yeah, literally.
Even though I did kind of trap myself, that's fine. We're at a pretty decent point, so I'm not too pressed about it. Plus Shadow somehow guarded that. Alright, cool. We'll take it. Left, left, down, right, right. Wonder how much that'll do. Oh, that's Fire Dance. Wrong one. Did not mean to use that. Wrexsoul is weak to ice, so you're going to want to hit him with all the ice power that you can. I meant to do left, left, down, or down, left, left, I think it was. You want to try to keep as many units pretty well armed, but I mean, hey, you kind of want to also keep another unit frozen for the time being. It's very, I don't know why I'm having difficulty explaining this. I shouldn't be having this much problems. You want to keep one ally kind of in a dead, petrified state, because that'll make it easier on yourself when getting possessed by this fool. By Wrexsoul. His weakness is ice. He cannot be effective outside of that. And the reason why you can do this fight one of two ways, I actually went over this before, but I didn't really explain it. You can take care of this fight in one of two ways. By simply doing the standard way, the way that I'm doing it, and you obtain an item out of it. It may not be the best item, but it's still a pretty decent item to note. Or you can go ahead and when Wrexsoul decides to use Zinger again and invade one of your allies, you can use X Zone, which whatever unit has it, use X Zone, and you will immediately use it on the Soul Savers, and they will disappear from the fight, and it will cause the fight to read the fight. It'll cause the system to read the fight as there's no one here, so therefore you won the fight, because Wrexsoul is not considered on the field. Very specific requirements, very annoying requirements, but some requirements to know nonetheless. Literally just keep wailing on him. He has about 23,000 HP, so definitely something to be wary of and keep in mind. Other than that, not much else to know. I mean, again, you can use the other tactic where you use X Zone on the Soul Savers once Wrexsoul uses Zinger, but you will not get the item obtainable after the fight. So, yeah, it's really your call to do that, but I would not recommend it right away, as it can actually be pretty damaging against yourself overall. Magic, just keep using Ice 2 and Ice 3, so the other can do. I use Ice 2? Why did I do that? I remember you use Ice 3. I keep forgetting I have Tarot with... Well, not forgetting, but I just don't scroll all the way down because I'm kind of lazy. Okay, Bolt 3. Good boy, it's gonna hurt us. Okay, really not that bad. I would have thought I would have done a lot more. Go. Just have to keep on doing it. Same thing, same old, same old. Chipping him down, slowly but surely. There's no need to use a remedy on our allies now, because they're not bothering... But Wrexsoul's not really bothering trying to possess yet. Oh, but there we go. I have a slightly easier time than my initial recording, because my initial recording with this fight, I could not beat him. He just kept using Zinger and evaded me entirely, and then I eventually just died because I couldn't really get him to reappear. Pod Bracelet is what we obtained with 7 magic points. Upon defeating Wrexsoul, thanks be to you. Heard my wife and children calling out to me. Their voices finally gave me the strength and courage to come to grips with my own suffering. Indeed it did. That's right, Cyan. We're all here together. Whoa. Elaine! Owain. Thank you, my love. Papa's strong. No, I didn't do anything. Then, and I can't now. I'm a man with no honor. No, you have entirely too much.
It's not a let's go moment with the foot.
They believe in you, Cyan. Let's not let them down.
No.
My beloved, we'll always be together. Papa, we love you. There's 2 other cutscenes. Please, wait! There's 2 other cutscenes that we could have gone as well before entering Wrexsoul's throne room, and that would be outside on the kind of porch area. Going out the main exit of the castle, you head to the right, you would see a moment of Cyan and his son Owain fishing. And if you head to the left, you would see a moment of "Will always be at your side." You also see a moment of Cyan and his son Owain sparring, which was really nice. Upon them disappearing, Cyan obtaining something new. Elaine and Owain live on in my heart. I must leave the past behind. I have much to live for. You're goddamn right. Cyan's soul cleared itself of all doubt and confusion. Cyan's swordsmanship obtained its peak level of skill. All of his Bushido tactics are now unlocked. Not only that, but I believe we obtained ourselves his best item. Aura, I believe it is what it's called. Which is really sick and really great to know. With that for now, you're going to keep equipping those. I'm not going to keep them equipped. I'm just going to give him what I purchased, but it's okay. Other than that. But yeah, we have Cyan back in our party. He now has even better items. In terms of equips, his Murasume, bless you, it's not as powerful as his Strato and Aura. Specifically his Strato. The Strato is his strongest weapon, if possible. So definitely something worth noting, and you're going to want to make sure you grab it while you're here. Not only that, but you want to return to the throne room, because I believe in doing so there is, see if it's still there, Yep, an Esper. Receive the Magicite. Alexander. Alexander, with his new skills, Mystic Purity Attack. Pearl, Shell, Safe, Dispel, and Remedy. Alexander teaches us holy attacks. So something worthwhile to note. He may not give you a bonus upon leveling up, but certainly something that should be covered and you should keep in mind. Other than that, that is all that there is to do in Doma. Heading to the right here in Cyan's mind would lead you to a cutscene, of course, of him and his son fishing. And then heading off to the left from here, you would see another cutscene with Cyan and his son sparring. So something definitely worth noting is something that's worthwhile to go over. But with that, we're now free of Doma Castle. Cyan is free from his troubled mind, his troubled past. And well, really, there's only a few more places left to go to and kind of experience. One of those places being here at the Fanatic's Tower. And even though we should definitely go over them and cover this spot, I'm actually going to hold off on that for next time, and instead, we're going to go over and see Shadow's special cutscenes. So give me just a moment to pull them up for you so you guys can see them and experience them in whole and in order. Okay, so here we are. I am, obviously you guys can tell I'm using YouTube to help show this off, but the cutscenes for Shadow are very limited. They only appear and spawn in whenever you are kind of taking care of, whenever you're taking naps in the inns with Shadow in your party. This is only really possible a few times throughout the main story in the World of Balance. And of course, if you spared him and you saved him and brought him along from the floating continent in the World of Ruin, you'll be able to witness the fifth and final cutscene. There are 5 in total, 4 of which can be obtained in the World of Balance, and the last one can be obtained in the World of Ruin. Though you don't necessarily need Shadow, it's a lot easier if you have Shadow in your party. And as you can see, a little note up top is that it says it's Shadows and Realms dreams. That is because even if you don't save Shadow in the events of the floating continent, Realm will still have this dream regardless, displaying some sort of connection between them. But anyways, let's begin. Let's enjoy. Certainly quite the ambiance. Clyde, I'm done for. Find me here. Please, Clyde. Aram and Clyde. Unknown units, unknown characters, but, I mean, we're given to them. I remember the times that I got all these cutscenes, all these little dreams. They all only appeared when I was grinding or when I was working my way back to certain points in the game for you guys, so I couldn't show them all off the first time when I got them. Second time. Yahoo! We did it, Clyde. 1,000,000 GP. What a blast. I love this. Guess it's time to change our name. Our name? We need something more appropriate, such as Shadow. Not bad, huh? Shadow. Great train robbers of the century? Shadow. Slowly but surely, we find out more and we see more. Open your eyes. I'm scared. Is this my blood? You're gonna be okay. I've let you down. I'm sorry. Save your strength. We're almost to a town. You don't have to pretend. I know. I've lost too much blood. Get going. I'm gonna slow you down. But you wanna get caught? Come on, Clyde. Before you go, you have to use your knife. What? Think what they'll do to me if I get caught. I don't want you to go through that. Do me this favor. Yeesh. Are you shaking? I can't believe it. You're acting like a coward. Come on, you weakling. Grab a knife, and I can't. Clyde! I'm sorry. Clyde makes a mad dash. Clyde! How dare you! Clyde makes a mad dash and leaves Baram alone. And we notice they're on quite a strange area. And look where he ends up. A dog alone. Tree in the center of town. Hey, stay with me now.
Oh shit!
Where?
I know I do.
A small village called Thama. Hang in there. Thama? Didn't catch that last part, but starts with Thama.
Trying!
Sounds quite interesting.
No! I'm dead!
And look who it is. Strago and Realm.
Did they quit? Oh, never mind. Wait, we don't
Now, of
take
course, the
anymore.
cutscenes do vary and change, but yeah. Papa, where'd he go? Is he ever coming back?
Wait, you died?
Oh.
I know, I'm trying to go with the range.
Dog seems to go out right after.
I can't teleport from here!
That is what Realm dreams. This is what Shadow
He's dead!
dreams for his finale.
Yeah, but is that they
You
have
came
three
to fetch
tanks.
me,
We don't have a
but I
single
won't be
one.
coming back. I want you and the girl
No,
to
it's
live in a
not
peaceful
okay.
world.
Like just right now.
Come on now. And just like that, that is the end of it.
Ah!
That is all the cutscenes. That is everything that happens with Shadow's dreams.
I'm dead. Man, I'm dead.
Something to really note. Shut up!
No.
Something that is interesting about this is you will only get one of two dreams, really, depending on how you play things out at the floating continent. 1 second. Sorry. But yeah, you get one or two cutscenes, really, depending on how you play the events of the floating continent. If you decide to spare Shadow, you wait for him and you bring him along, you get this cutscene where the dog Interceptor goes after Shadow after he's arrived, after he leaves Thamasa. Yep, Thamasa. However, if you do not have Shadow in your party, you will get Realm's Dream, where Realm and Strago kind of bid farewell to Clyde, who is now known as Shadow. It would seem that the story goes that Clyde and Baram were a pair of great robbers, but unfortunately one heist went wrong and they arrived on the veldt. From there, Shadow moved on, leaving Baram to die, and Clyde took the name of Shadow, and left Baram to die, out of fear. They arrived to the Masa. Clyde, now Shadow, still alive, is spared and found by Strago's daughter. They end up having a kid, but unfortunately, she does not make it through the birth. Realm is that child. Interceptor is their dog, and yeah, it's quite an interesting story. Quite a sudden thing to occur, but really cool nonetheless. And I want to say, like, one of the big things to know really is you can kind of get more info on this by having Realm or Shadow equip the Memento Ring, and in doing so, it makes the connection more clear because it really just says that it's called the Memento Ring, and it says the description literally reads, "Mother's love protects from fatal magic attacks." It's something worthwhile to note, something worthwhile to keep in mind. The only characters that can equip it really is Shadow and Realm, which is really odd, but really specific. But that is it for now. I know it isn't much. I know there's not much to go off of this, but that is the that's kind of the whole summary of Shadow's stories and his little tales of how he ended up in Thamasa and how he ended up to where he is now. Hope you guys did enjoy, though. That is going to be it from me for now. I know it's going to be quite a quiet outro. But, yeah. Next time, we're going to tackle the Fanatic's Tower. Make sure you equip yourselves with plenty of magic attackers and be well prepared for what is going to come out from there. Because I will give you fair warning. The Fanatic's Tower is no joke, and you can tackle it one of two ways: by having a bunch of magic units, because you can only use magic in that tower, or you can just use Mog and quickly brush past everything. You don't have to encounter everything, because none of those units in the tower you will encounter on the Veldt, so it's okay with skipping them, but of course it's your call, and you get decent experience and magic points out of them, so it's up in the air of how you decide to challenge it. But hope you guys did enjoy, though. I hope you all continue to enjoy, and I'll of course see all you dudes later. Peace out, everybody.